Hello there and welcome to Yoga Poses, Foundations of Yoga Asana with Yoga with Andrea today. And in today's tutorial we're going to be practicing Warrior Variation or Virabhadrasana 3 as it is also known. The Virabhadrasana poses are named after the mythical warrior Virabhadra, said to be a fearsome incarnation of the god Shiva. You might also hear Warrior 3 referred to as Flying Dragon Pose in yin-yang yoga style classes, or even in some cases as Superman pose. Whatever symbolism you prefer, they all conjure up images of power and strength, and Warrior 3 pose is brilliant for creating stability in the whole body. But with that warrior strength, we also need some lightness and easefulness to lift up and fly. There are many ways to come into Warrior 3, but in this tutorial we will start from a high lunge so that your hips are already in the correct position, square to the front of the mat. So, we're going to begin in a high lunge with our left foot forwards. Bring your palms to touch in front of your chest in prayer position, Anjali Mudra. Gently draw together and lift your pelvic floor muscles, activating the lower abdominals by drawing in the lower belly, belly towards spine, thereby also engaging the bandhas for stability and lightness. On an exhale, we're going to fold from the hips, lowering our upper body to around a 45-degree angle with the floor. Focus on a point on the floor just in front of your mat. This is called your drishti or your gaze. Inhale as you root firmly through the front foot and begin to shift your weight forwards. Start to lift the back foot from the floor. Exhale as you begin to straighten the standing leg, bringing your body and right leg parallel with the floor. Lift the muscles of the left thigh to keep the leg engaged without locking the knee. Keep your lifted foot flexed, toes pointing down to the floor, and think about pressing the sole of the foot against an imaginary wall to keep the raised leg active and those hips nicely parallel. Take 5 deep breaths in this pose if you can, if that's available to you, and then gently bending into the front knee and with control lowering the back leg down, returning into a high lunge. From here you can move back into mountain pose, Tadasana, or even downward dog for a few breaths before coming into high lunge with your right foot forwards for your second side. Before you lift off in this pose, grounding firmly through both feet is really important. The base of the big toe, the base of the little toe, and the center of the heel. Waking up and energizing the arches of the feet and the inner ankles by lifting and spreading through the toes. Then lowering the toes to the ground, keeping them quite relaxed rather than gripping and clawing at the mat. When you are in the full pose, paying attention to the foot of the raised leg and imagine pressing out through it. This pose is commonly taught with the foot drawn back, with the toes drawn back, but you can also press out through the ball of the foot as if pressing against a wall, and this can feel better on the ankle for some people. For a little variation to make it a little bit stronger, you can bring the arms out in front of you, palms facing, lengthening through the fingertips to get a nice line of energy going through the fingertips all the way through the heel. Important in this posture is stability and ease in the hips. So thinking about a rebound principle to create more space in the hip joint instead of it feeling squished and compressed. This rebound principle requires applying force downwards, which also increases an opposing force upwards. So thinking about how a ball bounces when you drop it, as you press firmly down through the foot, you press through the roots, you'll feel an opposing force travelling upwards, which can help you to feel a little lighter in the pose. This posture uses the whole core, the whole of the front abdominal and deep abdominal muscles. And it's useful to remember that this is a whole core posture, which can also help with balance. So many benefits come out of this posture, this Warrior 3, as it creates stability in the whole body, strengthens the small stabilizing muscles in the feet and the ankles, strengthening also the legs, the back and the abdominal muscles. It improves the balance and can help to prevent injuries and falls. It teaches us how to activate the bandhas, the mula bandhas, for stability and lightness, improving whole body awareness as you learn to adjust your own position in place. Thank you for practicing Warrior 3 Virabhadrasana 3 with me today, and I look forward to next time. Bye for now. Namaste.